Welcome to KGW News. I'm Blair Best. Tonight we begin with reports of street racing near the Lloyd Center from Saturday night. This video just into the newsroom today was taken from an apartment window above the action. As you can see, multiple cars flooded the intersection at Northeast 13th and Multnomah last night. Authorities have not said if any arrests were made or if anyone was hurt. But in the past, Portland police have said it's been hard to stop a street race because of the large crowds that make it nearly impossible to get through. Last month, Oregon lawmakers proposed a bill that would increase jail time and fines for people who organize these street racing events. There will be a work session on that bill on Tuesday. Well, a Portland police employee and her husband will make their first court appearance tomorrow morning. They're charged in the 2021 death of a man found near Providence Park. The suspect, Bruce Chur, faces manslaughter and assault charges in the death of 58-year-old Jack Decker. Now, Decker was found dead April 5th, 2021 on a sidewalk near the soccer stadium. The suspect's wife, Karen Chur, worked as an administrative supervisor for the Portland police for 28 years, but has been on leave since the crime. She faces charges for hindering prosecution, official misconduct, and tampering with physical evidence to cover up the crime. Now, again, they will be both arraigned in court tomorrow. This is a developing story. For the latest updates, visit the article on KGW.com. Well, 4 families lost their homes after a fire at a condo in Happy Valley along Southeast 104th Court. The fire happened shortly after 3 this morning. Clackamas Fire says it started outside on the patio, then moved into other units and the attic. One person was taken to a burn center, and authorities have not said how they're doing tonight. Well, meteorologist Joe Ranieri is joining us now. And Joe, how's the forecast looking?
Pretty drippy, to say the least. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of rain, but we'll see the rain pick up late tonight and into tomorrow. Of course, the first half of Monday is winter. The second half is spring. And it's going to be, it'll be a little bit warmer heading into the first full day of spring come Tuesday and into Wednesday too. We're going to be looking at some warmer conditions. We're going to be seeing a little bit some cooler conditions though heading into tomorrow. We're about 10 degrees cooler from what we saw just 24 hours ago. And as we look at the radar right now, we are picking up some greens, and over the Oregon Cascades, you're looking at some snow showers. Those snow showers will really pick up tonight and into tomorrow as well. We'll zoom out a little bit, and this is what you can expect to see heading into tomorrow. More clouds, more rain and wind as well. We don't have any watches and warnings because of the wind, but it is going to be a showery start and a windy start heading into tomorrow. But again, the snow showers will continue throughout the Oregon Cascades, and the snow level drops a little bit down to about 2,500 feet tomorrow. And then tomorrow morning, we'll see some dry weather, but with some scattered showers rolling in at times. And rainfall amounts are going to be relatively light the rest of tonight, but heading into tomorrow, there's a good chance we'd be seeing anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch of rain, and we're looking at a temperature right now of 56 degrees. Now, Blair, like I said, tomorrow at 2:24 in the afternoon is when the official start of spring starts. But I am tracking some low-level snow potential heading into the later part of this week. I'll talk more about that in just a few minutes.
Oh boy, well, thank you so much, Joe. Well, as you mentioned, spring does start tomorrow, and for many, yesterday's warmer temps means only one thing: gardening. But there are some vegetables and plants you might want to hold off on, at least until it gets a little warmer. Daisy Caballero joins us tonight. And Daisy, you have some of the do's and don'ts of what to plant this season.
Yeah, Blair, I definitely do. Portland Nursery off Southeast Stark and 49th welcomed over 500 shoppers yesterday because of the nice weather. And while, yes, it's safe for some new plants and veggies to be planted, that's not the case for others because of the varying frost dates.
It's so fun to be here when everyone's got spring fever and is super excited.
Katie is a manager at Portland Nursery off Stark in East Portland, where hundreds of Portlanders found themselves preparing for their spring gardening, including some kiddos.
Lavender.
You want to plant lavender?
Yeah.
We've been moving around for a long time. We were in Melbourne, then Shanghai, then New York, and then decided to live in Portland. And we came here primarily for like the nature and to grow stuff.
But there are a few things to keep in mind when you're picking out your next outdoor plant.
It's the perfect time to get planting. This time of year, it's go time for most everything. Do be aware of frost We still are within average frost date for the Portland area. If you're outside of the Portland area, it goes a little bit longer.
According to the Oregon Climate Service at OSU, Portland's average last frost date is around the last week of March. But if you live in Beaverton, Forest Grove, Hillsborough, or Newburgh, your average frost date extends through the month of April.
So keep that in mind if you're going with the tender plants, annuals, some of the more warmer season veggies and herbs.
Katie says now is the time to start planting seeds into the ground so you can get them established before things warm up. And if you're looking at what plants and veggies could survive a light frost, they're plants like shrubs, perennial flowers, lettuce, and broccoli. But it's a bit too early to plant basil, tomatoes, outdoor begonias, and sunflowers.
Now, Katie says you can also bring potted plants against a wall outdoors or cover them with another pot on cold nights. You can also search other DIY ideas online, like cutting a clean milk jug in half and placing it on your plants so it's protected from the frost. Blair?
Well, thanks so much, Daisy. Well, we have new pictures tonight of a turtle that died on Manzanita Beach Saturday morning. Now, before we show you, a warning. Some people may find them disturbing. The Seaside Aquarium says the turtle died quite some time ago, then washed up onto shore. Aquarium crews were able to collect the turtle, which was 75 pounds. They identified it as a loggerhead sea turtle. The aquarium also notes loggerheads are endangered and rare in the area. Now, this breed usually lives near Japan. The aquarium will soon determine how the turtle died. And you may remember 2 months ago, 3 dead whales also washed up on the Oregon coast. Well, a new study out of Washington State University suggests that it doesn't take much to affect the way a young child processes stress. The study looked at the mother-baby relationship and how a mom's behavior affects a stress gene. The research focused on more than 100 mothers who shared a picture book with their 1-year-olds. The parents showed different moods while reading, like warmth or being awkward. The study found parents with neutral or awkward interactions impacted a gene associated with regulating the body's response to stress. The study says the effects were fairly minor, but enough to take note of.
I think really the key takeaway for new mothers is just an appreciation for how much their infant is kind of picking up on the social, emotional environment and how keyed in they are to their relationships with other people, even at such a young age.
The researchers argue humans grow to fit the environment that they're in. They're working to understand how these changes happen, particularly during infancy, when the body is developing rapidly. Well, some Oregon students are graduating from a one-of-a-kind program that will eventually allow them to legally give clients doses of magic mushrooms. Alma McCarty has a look at the Psilocybin graduate course that's been more than 2 years in the making.
In a peaceful wooded place, a campus outside Portland, students prepare to complete a 6-month intensive program, a necessary step on their journey to become the first of their kind, licensed psilocybin facilitators.
These graduates will be stepping into a brand new profession here in Oregon that we've laid out through Measure 109.
The weight of all this is clear.
It's not something that's been done anywhere in the world. So there's going to be lots for us to learn.
It's surreal. It's really incredible. I'm moving forward just with an immense amount of humility and also carrying a lot of responsibility, I think, in terms of being the first students out.
Tom Eckert, architect and chief petitioner of Measure 109, runs Intertrek, one of several state-approved psilocybin training programs.
An intensive program. It includes in-person intensives, it includes online training, home groups, practicum. So it's really A to Z what it means to become a facilitator.
People feel safe to let go into an experience if they feel that the container is well supported.
Gina Grazza, a licensed therapist, works as a lead educator here, instructing future facilitators on how to administer magic mushrooms. Researchers believe psilocybin can help address anxiety, depression, and PTSD.
This is a little different than the recreational use one might do. People are coming in intentionally with the purpose of going inward. And that might look like eye shades, and headphones with the music. It might be an individual session, it might be a group therapy session. This is a different kind of orchestrated experience.
The process doesn't end here. Graduates will take an exam, then apply and pay for a facilitator license.
We knew that there would be lots of applications coming in and that there might be some delays. And so we do think we're getting closer to licensing.
Angie Albee, who leads the Psilocybin Services section, a part of OHA, explains there are 4 license types: for businesses producing the mushroom, for labs testing the product, for service centers administering psilocybin, and for the facilitators working with the clients.
We have received 8 facilitator applications that have been submitted for our review, and we can see 118 facilitator applications pending in our system.
Intertrek graduates Scott and Catherine Close and Tracy Townsend believe it will be worth the wait.
It's not a miracle. It still takes a lot of work, but there's great successes that are happening in ways that other things aren't working.
I've healed from my own personal traumas using psilocybin, and also it's helped to wake up creativity and help me think in new ways.
It's not really just about the medicine itself, it's about the cultivating the entire experience, the setting, the intention around the experience of journeying with the medicine.
Alma McCarty, KGW News.